Check, check. One, two, check, check. Oh, can you hear me now? Yeah, okay, I've been listening to myself then. That's okay. So, yeah, essentially, we changed the title to learning how to make games because, oh my God, is it serious? It was muted all this time. I was yapping a lot, you know? Okay, never mind. So, basically, we got the job. I know, I know, I know. But yeah, the TLDR when I yap is that I still want to continue to learn to make stuff, code, program, and I think the next since yeah, I mean I've always planned to wanted to make a game in the log. So today we have the 2D game, and then we already have the character. It is gotta be heavily inspired by Jet Joy, right? This is the main character. This is a little bit of the lore. The enemies or the obstacle will be Monster Plant inspired by Plant vs Zombie, but it will be the villain. And Kaplay library seems to be like a good fun library. The original one is Kaboom. The Kaplay is just a forked, but it's the one that is still maintained. The Kaboom one isn't. The other one that is also one option was Phaser, but I don't know. Kaplay. The reason I just Kaplay is that the documentation looks more fun. I know this is terrible. Phaser is probably better. I don't know, but I'd love to continue. Love to give it a try. But yeah, so that's basically what I want to do. So I already tested the play by following like the tutorial. So C, and I think it was up until the scene part where it's still a bit broken, but it's okay. Before adding a score counter, let's actually complete the game loop. First, by sending the bean to game over scene when they hit a tree, we can achieve it with Kaplay's scene system. Consider this example above. We're declaring to scene here game and lose. The function we pass to scene is the function to run when the scene is activated by go. It's still part-time, but I'm super excited. I'm super grateful. I'm still gonna continue doing this. Yep, to the internet, blaming the compiler and transpiler and node. Okay, so scene game. Okay, scene game kaplay. Okay, we have the kaplay. We have the load root. We have the load sprite. So I think what we need to do is that we can. Oops, the new isn't working. I think we should put every bit of this logic inside of the game scene from the player. So let's do that. Let's do D, P. I hope that still work. I hope that still work. Right? Okay. Okay, we'll try this. This shouldn't change any of your game's content. Then we can add lose scene independent to your core game. Okay, so we have the lose, we have the game over, and then add this position center. I think it's for, I don't know what the anchor. Okay, I think this is just a built-in method that they have. I don't know. Can we? Is there a way to? No. LSP. Is there any LSP? Let's see. We have Git. Okay, language tools. Can we go find LSP code lens? Rename search reference. Hover diagnostic searches. Is it D? No? Okay. No, okay. That, and then it's LSP, hover diagnostic search symbol, LSP information. No, this is not what I want. Okay. It is just nope, not what we want. Okay. LSP information, no LS. No, okay, not the no LS. Okay. Okay, never mind. Yes, I remember, man. We talk on the Discord. You invited me to the Discord, but then for some reason the channel got like error or something. Thank you for sticking by and watching me. Yeah. Okay, that doesn't work. I don't know why. Is a component that renders text. Okay, go ahead and go to the scene when the player collides with a tree. Player on collide. Yeah, add kaboom player the position, and then we shake, and then we go loose. Okay, now we've read the final. Okay, let's open Chrome because that seems to be working, even though I don't know why that doesn't work. Let's duplicate it. And Vim. Okay, okay, let's try to, how do we run the game again? Package.json, and it is npm dev. Does that run the, okay, it does. Okay, and then we go to localhost 3001, and we would have the game loaded. No, failed to load. Router is responding to, okay, that is not good. Can we delete cache? Source network. Clear network log. Why is it not connecting? Localhost 3001. Okay, wait, yeah, let me open guest profile where it's empty. I guess that would work. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, that is not set to what do you call it? Like, let's try to lose it. Game over. Nice. Okay, that is cool. Okay, sick. Okay. Thank you so much, man, for sticking by and yapping. How are you? How's you been? How you been? Okay, that's good. Now we just need, okay, now we've read the final part game score counter. Okay, that one work. Okay, do we put the score inside of the screen or would it be outside? I think it doesn't matter. I guess let's put it on the, maybe we can put it at the, should we put it in the bottom? I guess. Let's score equals to 0, or should we put it at the top? You know, let's put it at the top. score label equals to add. Okay, I don't know if we need the k add or not. Text score position. Oh, okay. So we don't really need to deal with, I guess, the post, the add, everything. It just creates the div or create like the HTML element by itself. Okay. Here we have declared a number variable to store the score and added a game object with text component to display the text. Let's keep it simple and just use time as score. We can use onUpdate function, which takes a function on its in every frame. In this case, we're going to increment the score and update the score labels text to every frame. Do we put it inside of the scene or do we put it outside of the scene? That is what I want to know. Okay. I think it should be inside, no? We can use the onUpdate function, which takes a function and runs it every frame. We're going to now let's display the score in the losing scene by passing score to the scene. And okay, so we have the scene here to the scene and add the core loop to return game on pressing a key. Okay, scene game player on collide. We have the on collide here. At kaboom, go lose, and then it's gonna okay score scene lose. Ah, okay, so it's gonna display it here. Add text score. The position is the width. Anchor center. Go back to game when okay, so it's a lot of the function is actually very nice. Like it's very, I don't know, the API is very understandable, I would say. Oops, no, I think it's on mouse press. I think the function is also a wrapper in the using the based on the JavaScript. You shared on Discord? Well, we just got the job, which is nice. So pretty good indeed, my friend. Although I've been okay. Okay, this is like the full game one. Okay. Okay, so it is almost correct. I guess the score and the label should be inside here. Yes, okay. It's supposed to be inside. Sorry, I didn't know. So this should be Okay, the stream cord bot learn able to give the notification again. Is it because okay, I guess. It's a mini game bot that is up and running. There are a few hosting issues, but I wouldn't say it's successful. Is it like, can we check them out? Hello, Mr. Paper Chain. How are you? Okay, let's see the game. See how it goes. Oh, okay, nice. Okay, it's just gonna increase on every frame, which is okay. We hit 120 FPS. Maybe because it's simple. There's not much stuff here. Let's try to hit the. Okay, let's just stop, I guess. Well, that one's a bit odd because it's supposed to show the game over, but this one doesn't. What did I do wrong? Okay, let's see what's wrong here. Text game over. I couldn't see the game over. What did I do wrong here? Kawaii trees. Ah, okay. They changed this part to. And what is burp? I think it's a function that they made. Spawn trees. Do they have the loop still? Okay, let's try to copy this and let's see if it still works. Okay, the bean is gone. Oh, okay, it's because it's using a different sprite. 1 second. Because our sprite is a bit different. It's actually bean dash O. There we go. Holy shit, that was loud. Sorry. That is loud. Okay. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, but how can we make it interesting now? Okay. To get started with kaplay, you must know framework concept: scenes, game objects, components, and event. Okay. You can think of your game as a theater. Theater scenes are the acts, game objects are the actors, and components are the scripts the actor follows. Okay. The bean game, okay. All kaplay games start with the kaplay opt function. This function makes available all methods and functions that you can use to create the game. Okay, optionally takes kaplay options object. Okay. The basic unit of kaplay. The player, or an enemy, or a bean are all game objects. They are our actors. So that means the components are the scripts the actor follows. So that means we would have the character, the MC, our Alan Wedges. I forgot his name. Chop Wedges. Ooh, nice. Can we play it? That's cool. Okay, we still haven't gotten any viewers from Kick, but that's alright. That's alright. Play opt options. So that means we need to have three mostly, or a bunch of actually. But the main one would be the main character, the weapon that is bound to the um character, and when hit the obstacle, it will remove the obstacle. In kaplay, there are many built-in components that you can use to create game objects. Set the color of the objects, we could have scenes or what wrap the game objects. X. The stage play. Typical scene might include the main menu, the game itself, and a game over screen. You create scene with scene and okay, so that do we need to create like the individual HTML pages or no? They are the actors of your game. Then there's a move, interact, and make the game interesting. Creating game objects. You can create game objects with add complice. It takes an array with component tags. Created object that is in returns created game object. Components give different behavior to the game objects. Ah, okay. Okay, this is okay. A game object can have child game objects using dot add. Okay, so that means the sword or weapon would be, let's just say, character dot add or MC dot add, or main character dot add. Every game object is a child of the root game object. The root game object is the game object that contains all the game objects and the scenes. Root add a child. Yes, okay, understand. Okay, so yeah, this is pretty much, wow, okay, it's actually quite handy. Yeah, I mean, like, where? I mean, where can where can we test it out? You can actually get the root game object, but it's not recommended to modify or interact with. I guess when I was testing or learning about the Mario game, this root game object would have been like the global state of like everything, and that this would be like a document add. Okay, but then I think a play game object abstracts the creation of like the div character, or if it's a, yeah, okay, yeah, this is a lot of abstraction, and yeah, the library really done all the heavy lifting, which I like because I don't really need to think about details of those objects. I know it might not make sense because what I thought cannot be, I don't know how to communicate it properly, but it feels like I understand it a bit, but I don't know. Hopefully, you can create a game object using add. How to remove game object? Destroy. Okay, yeah, definitely. Okay, that means once the child of that weapon hit the monster, it's gonna destroy it. But how can we make it so that it? Okay, okay. And I think they have like a collision. I forgot. Yeah, on collide. They already have the on collide function. And any other one, you can add children to a game object using object. Yeah, okay. Back mini back. No, our original back is a grandfather. The favorite. How to remove a child? You can remove a child from a game using object removed. You can use the object.get to get children. Optionally, it takes a get option object where the get object makes it to get all children descendant. Another option is to return object with add and then add it. And a position between. Ooh, okay. So that means the add enemy would be something like this. And the enemy would have different sprites. And I guess we can randomize on which enemies and could get the point, but then if it reached a certain point, then it would hit like the mini boss. Okay, that means we need to create some. See, that means we got a monster. We need to create like basic monster, maybe like two basic monsters, two to three basic monster, and then maybe like a boss monster. I think we just make one level for now, not too much, I guess. Should we like randomize them? Okay, I think we should just make it easy for now. So big, so days, 6 or 7. Oh my god. Of course, of course. Of course. Okay, fine. Let's do 6, 7 of monsters, okay? I tried to make like the pixel art using like the Libre Aspirate thing, and it's just terrible. I think I'm gonna need to learn how to actually make it, and because oh my god, it's just terrible. I mean, like my pixel art. I should have. Yeah, I guess we should learn a little bit more. Um, but yeah. Yeah, sure, sure. Why not? Although I don't know if I could open it here. Wait, yeah, 1 second. Let me check. Of course, please. What type of game is it? And what hosting issue do you have? I need to buy hosting to run the bot as I can host it on PC. Ah, okay. Can you put it in like a VPS or is it not strong enough? Like it's not capable enough. Can we add the how do we add the okay, wait, let me try. I want to try it. Let's see if we can do cons sword equals to player dot add. Let's do, can we make the uh another like sprite? Is it possible? You can create a game object using add. How to remove game object? On key press destroy. And on key press, we can like swing it or like move them. Although I'm not entirely sure if there's any. How to get ball? How to add a child? Okay, there we go. It adds back. Okay, so sword equal players add. Okay, we can just use the sprite. Let's do. Okay, maybe we can add. Do we need to like load? Okay, let's do load sprite sword. Sprite sword dot png or something. Let's try to find like a sword png, like just a random sword, I guess. Um. Transfer. Yeah. Okay. Let's just use some random sword. Is it really PNG? Okay. Save. Okay, that doesn't work. Why is it not working? Can we not save the image? What do you mean? Okay, save image. Okay, nice. Okay, we have at that. We just need to put the sprite in, sorry, put the sword inside of the source. No, it's in the dev. Apply testing, bean jump, public. It's in public sprite, yes. Okay. How much? How big is it? The size of 200 megabytes, 200 kilo. Okay. Since we added to the, okay, let's go back here and check apply again. Sprite scale. Ah, okay. So we can reduce the scale. So it's actually quite intuitive, I would say. Sword. And then we can do scale. Maybe we can just 0.5 it for now. Let's check how big it is, and the position is relative to the position relative to the plate. Okay, let's do how much is 1010? Like how far is that? Okay. This probably won't run, but okay. That is such a terrible. Okay, it's definitely because of the caching. I don't know why the okay. Cool Pro. Okay, our bean has okay. Okay, he has the sword, but it is way too big. I don't know why. Okay, okay. Stop, 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 stop. Okay. Okay. At least it's game over. It's supposed to stop. Okay, that is way too big. Let's just do. So it's not player add, is it? It's supposed to be sword add. How consort? Okay. Key press. Floor function jump. On key press jump, on user on pause press jump. Function spawn tree. Start sorting tree. Is there a way to add it? Is there a way to like add? Okay, the position. Is it like 5,5 and make it 0.1 because the sword is large? That is much better. Okay. Okay, he can definitely have sword. So should the sword be like a different sprite with the combined one? Okay, how does that would work? Yeah, how would that work? How would that work? Sorry if the burp. I'm gonna comment the burp. It's a bit too loud. Okay, we're able to do that. Okay. The jump force is a bit too weak. Okay, that's impossible to pass through. Okay. Can I negative it to like flip it, or would it be? Let's try. Yeah, I don't know the parameter of the. Okay, we can experiment, or it doesn't flip actually. So I am not opening Z. Okay, how can we make it so that it would like delete the tree if we hit it with the sword? How can we make it move? That's the question. Or maybe on key press F, let's add, okay, move or swing sword. On key press, let's do like F. Function swing sword. Sword dot move how many pixels per second. If object is solid, it won't move. Move by. Move how many pixels without multiplying dt. Move to. Teleport is not given. On add. Okay, I think it's gonna be move, but I don't know the parameter. How many pixels per second? If object is solid, it won't move into other solid object. Okay, maybe we can just do like 10. Swing sword. I don't know. I would assume that's what it did. Okay, it doesn't really do anything. I keep pressing F. Okay. Maybe we can open the Control Shift I, the developer tools, and see. Okay, I press F, it did nothing. Okay. Okay, can we do like console log swing sword swung? Okay, it did do that, but I guess the move, it just doesn't. How do we move it? Okay, I don't know, but at least it's something. Check Discord when you're free. Something like, what was your Discord user? My username is this way. User pixie. DM me when you can. I have to go. Bye. Thanks, man. See you when I check the game. Of course. Hello, hello, only thuggin. Scream for ice cream? Sorry. Okay. Make cake. Okay. How can we make it move? Let's read like the move function. Is there any? No? Okay, so it's technically I can do it, but how? I think I because we can see that it is moving, but should we put that inside of? I mean, we already add the sword to the to bean, and it works. It's just that it's not moving. We know that. Okay. Sprites, scenes. When you want to go to change the current state, use the go function. Using data between scenes. Why can I use kaplay? Why can I use kaplay? If you add since your code outside the scene would be okay. Sprites. Probably the most visual aspect to load. You can use load sprite. This function mainly takes two parameter, the name and the path. When you have a sprite sheet, you probably have animation. For those cases, the best option for you is to use the load sprite third's argument. Ooh, okay. Okay. Okay, so it's gonna move. Okay. The frame of this right. Flip this right in the x-axis. Flip. Oh, can we do that? Okay, but the thing is, we cannot move them left and right. Sound. Ooh. Okay. In a couple, you can use the add sound effects and background musics. Ooh, okay. We have the on draw. Instead of creating a game object, okay, maybe because the whole object took more memory. If you're creating certain objects in an absurd array, you should find the situation. Okay. Hide off-screen object. Sometimes you might be drawing a lot of objects on screen, and your camera only sees a small area. This is very unnecessary use of components to define objects' behavior when they're not on screen. By default, kaplay is a lot of names proposed by the Copa global namespace. It's often better to use kaplay up global in false to not export couple functions to window. Okay. Loading asset takes time. Compress them when you can. Okay. Use game object local timers. Between dispatch touch timer component. Use game object local input. Okay. I guess the API would gonna be what I would need to read a lot. Move. Okay. Ah, okay. Is there a way where we could just like move but not infinitely? Just like let's see, yeah. We already tried that having minus. Let's do minus 20. How much affects? Okay, how about the pose? Is the position, right? So the position of a game object, though. Okay, if it's negative y, that means it's gonna be go low. Okay, no, actually want it to be positive. This one we want it to be negative. Okay, is it still on? Yes. Actually, wait 1 second. Maybe we can just make it 1 and 1. Would that work? Okay, no, that doesn't work. I thought it would be taller. Okay. Let's kaplay debug key W for the partial file. Yeah. Why I couldn't see the sprite for the sword? Okay. Is it because it's a child? I couldn't see it. Ooh, or we can use rotate instead of that. So I guess what we can do is instead of that scale, is it because it's position of this? If I didn't put position and just scale, what would happen? How can I change the position of the sword if it doesn't work? Wow, I really like that. Maybe should I make it like similar to this, like hand drawn and not good, but have character? That is actually a good idea. Instead of doing it with pixel art, even I guess with pixel art it would be easy as well. Um, okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna make some more sprites. We're gonna make our character probably like low fidelity, like just simple stuff. I just wanted the sword to move, you know. Okay. Oh, you can load like load Asprite. Oh, okay. So if I made a sprite sheet using the Asprite the .ase format, I think it could load it right away. Load bean. Okay. Can we okay, let's not put okay. Swing sword. Let's probably not move, but let's do rotate. Rotate. There is a rotate, right? Yes, let's see if that works. If we rotate it, the A angle to it defaults to 0. Bean dot angle, does it? Okay, it only accepts one parameter. It's not throwing any error. Let's give it a try. Sword rotate is not a function at swing sword. Okay, sword rotate is not a function. Um, how can we put rotation based on an input? How can we do that? I'm hesitant to use AI because I really wanted to like use less AI, but I guess I still really need to. I'm sorry, guys. I really okay. Which AI should be helpful? Which AI has the latest knowledge cutoff? GPT. GPT. Okay, fine. Wait, is Codex available for like the free stuff? Can I try? Let's give Codex a try, I guess. Oh, I need to download an app. I don't really want to do that. Let's just use this as a search engine. I know I could have been doing it faster. Uh, but come on, man. I really, really wanted to do this. 23 euros? God damn. Oh, okay. We have the Go one. Can we use Codex with the Go one? This plan may include ads. Okay, of course. Man, okay. You know what? I just wanted to ask some questions regarding that. Okay. How can I attach a rotate function to a game object child in kaplay library? This uh this child object is attached to a parent one, to a parent, but can move and rotate based on key or button input. If it hit obstacle or tree, it could destroy or remove the obstacle. The thing is, it's so easily to vibe coded. It's just that a child entity with its own transfer input handling. Okay. Kaboom doesn't have, it's Kaplay, but I guess it's the same anyway. Kaboom doesn't have a strict scene graph like Unity, so a child is usually saying, okay, so the child cannot have its own movement. Oh, okay. Let's see. We already have the player. We have the, okay. One sec. Thank you, GPT. Um, so we already have the player. The position is there. The sprite is there. It has area, body, and we can just call it. Yeah, it's fine. We already know that it's player. And then we have the sword start at the player. Ah, okay. So player. Oh, okay. So instead of doing that, we can just do const sword equals to add. The position is based on the play. Okay, I get it. Okay, this is much better, I guess. And then the sprite is the sword. It has area. The rotate is essentially first 0, right? And it has a tag sword. Attach child to parent. This keeps the child attached but still controllable. I see. Okay, so it's not just attaching. That's why we were okay. Let's give it a. It's not size. What was the child? Yes. It was not position. It was not that. It's scale. Sorry, it's scale. The scale. Scale 0.1. Okay. Oh, we haven't attached it. Okay. Okay. Oh, no, this gives the child attached, but will still be controlled. What is this fact2? Like is it not updated? Okay, that's not working. On key down. I mean, we can just do that, right? It is similar to sort that angle 180 t, right? Okay. You can also rotate towards mouse. Oh, it can grab the mouse position. Independent movement. Okay, the effect doesn't work. Update. Collision destroy obstacle. Attacks the obstacle. Destroy obstacle. The fact2 is not a function. So how is that working? Okay, let's add the collision. Destroy obstacle. Spawn tree on collide lose, but also okay, that's not a good sign. Do we have any error from here? No. Fact2 rotate is not a function. Okay. Sorry. Well, I guess it's not fully vibe coded. Ah, okay. In the Kaboom effect, it does not have a rotate method. That's why you have. Okay, I replace this. To okay, it's just created its own function. That's okay. The thing, I don't think the GPT that we have right now is updated, so I don't know if it's like a good. example or not. So we have the scene, close, fix on update block, sort on update, angle red, sort postpaid offset, another bug. You wrote sort collide true, but true. But trees are tag tree. What? Oh my god, are you serious? You're using on key press for continuous. Ah, okay. So okay, so it's on key down or on key press. Okay, got it. On key press. It's supposed to be on key down. Thank you, GPT. Okay, let's hopefully it works, yeah. Okay, maybe it's not gonna be rotate, but it's going to be okay. Okay, there's also a mistake in this, so it's supposed to be plus in here. How come it's like way faster? The minus plus. It's the same function. See? Why the F is much more... Is there a particular reason why? Okay, at least it moved. You know, at least it moved. So it did something different. So that's a dub for me. But it's, yeah, the logic is the main logic is similar to this. So I think we just need to make a good or at least like a fun sprite, a better function, I guess. So I think the sword could be just like one slash and not a full rotation. But yeah, I guess this is fun. I quite enjoy it actually. Because of course Kaplay done all the heavy lifting, calculation, everything. I don't really have to manually create the function, everything. So I think it's pretty nice, pretty cool. I love it. For now, I don't know what type of headaches. Probably making like the scenes, or if people want to make an account, that would have been, yeah. But that's a problem for another day. Let's just create the game first for fun, hopefully. But yeah. Hi, hello. So yeah, I think at least it moved. At least it's able to. Okay, we need to make a better like sprite and character and everything. So I think tomorrow we'll try to at least make like a some illustration, I guess, on the characters. And if any one of you is an illustrator that could make it better than me and want to help, that would have been awesome. But it worked, kinda, sort of. But thanks, Jupiter. You know what? If I put it on Codex or Claude, it's probably gonna be able to do it right away. I guess I mentioned at the beginning, like they're probably like smart enough to handle all the logic. And plus with this like kaplay library, a lot of the functions is already. I don't know if they have MCP, or let's check context 7 and see if they have kaplay. If it does, then that would be awesome. Like we could just like, oh, read the kaplay docs. Yes, there is. Okay. This is awesome. Okay, yeah. We can totally vibe with this. Probably gonna take shorter time, and yeah, I can add all of the other stuff, but hey, it is what it is. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So I hope everyone have a great day, night, afternoon, or evening, or whatever. Still we are not having good at kicking. Maybe I should do other stuff. But yeah, so play. So at least we know that it works. A lot of it, uh, what do you call it? It's not components. It's the I forgot what's it called. But it's pretty straightforward and totally understandable. But yeah, the library definitely does all the heavy lifting, and it's pretty simple anyways. I don't want it to be too complicated. But yeah, I guess that's it for today. I hope everyone have a great and amazing day, night, afternoon. I'll see you on another. What's the title again? Learning how to make games until it makes thousand. Okay, it's probably, I don't know if you have if there's any other much better alternative, that would have been lovely. But yeah, okay. I hope everyone have a great day. I'll see you on another learning to make games until it makes money, or I don't know, just at least have some publicity, I guess. But yeah, A for 20. Okay, I need to sleep. Amazing. Bye bye.